Okay, this is with the plywood semi-installed. As you can see, down below there are carriage bolts bolted to the 2x4 that runs the horizontal length of the previous incarnation, which was a pickup camper slide-in 8-foot bed. I will repeat again, the wings were rotted out. That's the transition from the pickup bed width between the wheel wells up to the top of the bed sides. Those are being removed. Actually have been removed. And now the shed conversion just means it's going to be the full width of the camper without the wing section. So it'll have more room for storage. As you can see, dimensionally speaking, in lumber terms, these are considered 1x3s, but the lumber industry, the building industry, they like to fudge the numbers. They're actually 3/4 inches thick, and they're only 2.5 inches wide. All this stuff will be coming out after this hole is cut out to the window frame, and along with the insertion of this back piece. And then once this is securely and set in place, then I will use my spare ones and have to go to the home improvement store and buy new ones and run those the length from the top of the roof all the way down to the floor on the inside. So it'll give the plywood beam and a little bit more torsional rigidity. The reason for going for 3/4 inch, you really can't fail with real plywood. OSB, also known as sponge board and chipboard, it's garbage. There's no substitute for the real thing. Yes, real plywood is a little bit more expensive, sometimes a lot of more expensive depending on where you go, but it's the better deal. And since this thing is not going anywhere, being made permanently into a shed, it's the right way to go about things. I haven't decided whether just to paint it, or putty it, to paint it, or scuff it up and put some bathroom fiberglass siding on it to match the color of the aluminum tin, but it's actually aluminum even though people call it tin. So yeah, that's it. This window is actually being replaced with the new, that's already ordered, it's on its way, with the new slider style. This thing is so old, it had Hawaiian, Caribbean, Florida, louver style windows, and as far as keeping the little bugs out and all the wind and weather, you're better off with a newer window. I know some people, haters, are gonna like, oh no, you can't do that, you're messing up the retro look of it. Well, I'm thinking about utility of it as far as keeping the weather out, keeping things dry and clean inside. So I've already done some other work on it, mainly the front wall. This is a covered piece of 1/2-inch plywood. It's got like probably a cellulose texture to it. It's semi-protective, but I'm going to scuff it up and paint it. You can see the bolts. Those are going to be replaced with carriage bolts. I ran out of their correct length, and you can see down below there's more carriage bolts. And this wing section right here, you can see right there, see the difference between this 1x4, 1x3, and here. This should be all the way up to here. After I get the back end buttoned up, I will jack this up further to where it needs to be and do all the necessary repairs. But you don't want to get ahead of yourself, because the way this thing is set up right now structurally, it's not safe to be cutting it all up in one piece unless you want to just start up at the top, at the roof, and just gut it completely. But there is another way, and I'm doing it the more, easier, pragmatic way of just getting the bones, which is the foundation, and the new box built down here. This is a 4-foot by 8-foot piece of plywood, and the reason for the overhang is, even though it looks crooked, this piece is actually perfectly level. It's just the cab over bunkhouse section is sagging that much. So this being tied into this just gives it 100%, you know, completely different, nice beam stiffness, shall we say. And this is square, so once I jack it up, you know, I don't have to mess around. So yeah, so that's where we're going right now. Going to do another delete. That's going bye-bye also. Those are on order, 2 of them. And we've got the front window section right there. That's going bye-bye. I've got remnants from underneath the bunkhouse that I'll just fill that in with and then build it up as needed once I take it apart. But this stuff takes time, and time is important as far as not rushing things. These little curved, you know, intricate pieces, you know, you can simply just take them off one by one, measure them and copy them and get them where you know where they're supposed to be. So I'm not worried about that. You can get a better look right there. I'm not a YouTuber, so, you know, you're going to have to be patient with me as far as video making. Hopefully I'll get better with time. All right, so there you have it. I'll update you if you're interested in updates. I don't think it's appropriate to say like and subscribe. I'm just doing this, you know, to please other people, shall we say, right now, as far as close friends and family, if they want to watch it. So, yeah, and that's where I'm at right now. Bye.